Booktube, it's Janet and here I am with part 3 of my Mahoosive Christmas book haul, and there's still going to be 2 more parts to go after this. I didn't lie when I said I had a big book haul for Christmas. This I've called the Miscellaneous section because the books that don't seem to have enough to fit in a category all on their own, so let's go. So the first book I've got to show you is A Leap of Faith by Tricia Ashley, and Tricia Ashley is a writer of romantic fiction, and she's actually from just down the road where I live, although she does live in Wales now. Her books are just lovely kind of books that you can curl up with and enjoy. This is about Sappho Jones stopped counting birthdays when she reached 30, but even when her hazy grip on mathematics, she realises that she's on a slippery slope to the big 4-0, with the thought that suddenly lodged in her mind that she's a mere cat's whiskers away from becoming a single eccentric female living in a country cottage in Wales. She has the urge to do something dramatic before it's too late. The trouble is, as an adventurous woman of a certain age, Sappho's pretty much been there, done that, got the t-shirt. In fact, the only thing she hasn't tried is motherhood. And with sexy Potter nigh on hand as a potential daddy, or at least donor, is it time for her to consider the biggest leap of all? It's either that or buy a cat. To be honest, I'd buy a cat, just saying. The next one I've got to show you is Cecilia Ahern's first foray into YA, and this is called Flawed, and it's got a beautiful cover. And I'll just tell you about this one, and it says, Celestine North lives a perfect life, but then Celestine breaks a rule and faces life-changing repercussions. She could be imprisoned, branded, found flawed. In this heartbreaking and uplifting novel, worldwide phenomenon Cecilia Ahern depicts a society in which perfection is paramount and mistakes are punished, and where one young woman takes a stand that could cost her everything. So, this sounds like just taking modern life to the extreme. I've only ever read one of Cecilia Ahern's books before, and it wasn't at all what I expected. It was much better than I expected. I really enjoyed it. So I'm quite keen to see what she does with YA, but this sounds really good. The next one I've got is also a YA book. I think it's a YA book anyway. This is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. I've seen a lot of people who've read this on Booktube. I've only read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell and I really enjoyed it. So I think there's not much really I can say about this if you don't already know about it. And I think it's a love story between Eleanor and Park, and it's about young love, so it sounds great. Bit of romance. The next few I've got to show you is a little bit of non-fiction. And this was bought for me by my daughter, and this is Test Your Cat, the Cat IQ Test. Is Your Cat an Undiscovered Genius? By Ember. So that's that one. Now I've got 3 cats, and I would be incredibly shocked and stunned if either one of them was an undiscovered genius, because they're all a little bit not quite right in the head. Yeah. So I will probably be having a go at this on them. There's lots of fun little pictures in it as well, so it's just a little fun thing. But I suspect I don't have any geniuses living with me. They're all beautiful and lovely, but they're naughty, but not the most clever. The next one she got me as well was just another little book just to dip into, and this is Stop the World, I Want to Get Off, and this is unpublished letters to the Daily Telegraph, and these I think are just like little things that you can dip into. I'll just read to you the one that's on the back. Sir, I am a great admirer of Major Tim Peake's achievements, even more so after viewing your front page photo of him preparing for a spacewalk. Unlike my husband, he appears to be reading the instructions before attempting the task. So it's just sort of little snippets and little fun things, so just a great book to dip in and out of. The next one I've got to show you is a book my husband got me, and this is non-fiction, and I've seen this on Booktube, and this is why I had it on my Christmas wish list. And this is Beyond Belief by Jenna Miscavige Hill, and this is a story of her life within the Scientology, I don't want to call it a religion, sect, cult, and these kind of cults and things, they absolutely fascinate me. the way that people can be so drawn into these and so consumed by them. So I believe that she's had quite a lot of flack from this. I think it just says Jenna Miscavige Hill was raised as a Scientologist. Since leaving the organisation in 2005, she co-founded the website excising-Scientologykids.com, which features stories of current and former Scientologists and supports those who choose to leave the organisation. So I think this is an absolutely fascinating glimpse into what that kind of whole setup and life is like growing up in that, particularly from somebody who didn't know any different because she was born into it. The next one I've got to show you was kindly sent to me by Caitlin from Kitty G, who was having a bit of a clear out of her shelves, so she sent it to me. And this is Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson, and this is a funny look at the author's battles with depression and mental illness. So it's something that's very close to my heart. I've wanted this book for quite a while, so I'm really looking forward to reading that. Apparently it's just like a fun look at, you know, just the crap that happens to us all. The next two I've got to show you were sent to me as my Christmas present from the lovely Eleanor from Eleanor Reads Books. And the first one is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. And that's that one, and I think this is the first one in a series. I'll just read to you about it. And it's when Leia's grandparents are brutally murdered and her brother arrested for treason by the Empire, the only people she has left to turn to are the rebels. But in exchange for their help in saving her brother, they demand that Leia spy on the ruthless commandant of Blackcliff, the Empire's greatest military academy. Should she fail, it's more than her brother's freedom at risk. Leia's very life is at stake. There she meets Elias, the Academy's finest soldier, but Elias only wants to be free of the tyranny he's being trained to enforce. He and Leia will soon realise that their destinies are intertwined and that their choices will change the fate of the Empire itself. So that just sounds like a really good, you know, epic battle, a bit of fantasy. And the next one I've got to show you is No One Is Here Except All of Us by Ramona Ausubel. And that's that one. It says, in 1939, the residents of a tiny Romanian village fear the catastrophe sweeping Europe. But even with danger imminent in every direction, the territory of imagination is limitless. To survive, the villagers will reinvent the world. Destiny is unwritten, time and history are forgotten, and for years there is boundless hope. But as the young girl comes of age, as the real world continues to unfold alongside the imagined one, she will learn the bigness of being alive as a daughter, as a mother, as a member of a tribe, and as a participant in history. Above all, she will discover the power in shaping one's own truths. That sounds absolutely fantastic, and that's obviously in the time of the Second World War. The next one I've got to show you is The Most Beautiful Thing. This was bought for me by my daughter. She's now decided to equip me with a set of beautiful books that you just don't buy yourself. And this is the beautiful cloth-bound edition of Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. She bought me the Jane Eyre one for Mother's Day this year, and I got this one for Christmas. And it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. And you know, I love all things Bronte. It's beautiful end papers. It's just so quality and pretty, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, so it's just an absolutely fantastic present to have such a beautiful edition. And then the final one I've got to show you was bought for me by my husband, and this is the Harry Potter The Character Vault. And I am new to Harry Potter. I've read the first 3 books so far. I'm really enjoying it. I've never read them before. And so this is a great one to sort of look at how the sort of like the books went to the screen. So this is like the page on Professor Lupin. And it just tells you all about how they were developed, and there's a little picture of, oh God, what's his name? And there is the fantastic Professor Sprout. So I'll just be loving reading that, because as I'm reading each of the books, I've been enjoying watching the films as well. So that's it for this 3rd part of my Mahoosive Christmas book haul. 2 more to go and then I'm done. So keep reading. I will see you all soon. Bye!